Hello, good afternoon. My name is CryptoKeep. So recently, we've seen the waves that the CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, has been blocking accounts of crypto traders. So this is no news because it happened in January, February, March, thereabouts, where they released a circular. I talked about that. And now again, we have a renewed interest from the CBN. And it seems from the news, allegedly, that they have spies on Binance P2P. So if you happen to trade with one of those spies accounts, your bank account will be blocked. This, I think, is coming after the launch of the e-Naira. So they think people uses cryptocurrencies as a mode of payment, means of transfer money from one person to the other, which is what basically the e-Naira is for. So I think that is why they release it or launch the e-Naira, so people can use that as a simpler and easy mode of transfer of money. But crypto trading is beyond that. People trade cryptos as a means of survival. People are broke. People need money. There are unemployments everywhere, and crypto trading is a tradable asset. So it offers, because of its volatility, it offers a lot of opportunities for people who are willing and ready to take the risk to get into the trading act and then seize the advantage to make money. People are actually making money. People grow little hundreds into thousands. It doesn't happen overnight, and it happens in very short time. Yes. So if you are lucky, you can make a lot of money in very short time. But this shouldn't be the issue that the Central Bank of Nigeria has with people. You claim people uses cryptocurrencies for illegal transactions, money laundering, terrorism finance. Of course, people might use it for that. Likewise, the same way people use the cash or the fiat currency for illicit means or for illicit purposes. There are news that the government of Nigeria knows the names of sponsors of some terrorists, but we haven't seen news of those financiers, their accounts being blocked. But people who are interested in surviving, making a survival out of cryptocurrencies, their accounts are being blocked. This just shows that the government doesn't want people to make money. That's what it seems. Allegedly, that's what it seems. And since the launch of the e-Naira, they just think, okay, you people want to send money easily with low fees and blah, 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 blah. Okay, take e-Naira, do that with it. But e-Naira is not tradable. I cannot trade e-Naira to make profit out of it. I can use it as a means of payment, yes, but I cannot then trade it. It's not listed on any exchange where I can trade it. And this news is just coming very weirdly. And there are a lot of images all over the place on social media that can't. Like this one, for example, it says all banks are hereby directed to close all bank accounts of the underlisted bank customers for engaging in cryptocurrency trading in contradiction, or is it contravention, of CBN circular so dated February 5th, 2021. This is just plain wrong. This is plain wrong. Cryptocurrencies are not legal tenders, or it's not a legal tender in Nigeria. We accept that. Nobody is trying to walk into a shop or an office and offer to pay them with cryptocurrencies. That is all legal tender means. So if you say it's not a legal tender in Nigeria, nobody is trying to spend cryptocurrency in shops or anywhere the payment services is done. People just see it as a means of making money. And people trade it to make money so that they can earn a living. So all this issue of the accounts being blocked is just way out of it. So in the circular, they said banks should not support or should not service accounts of crypto exchanges. And we saw Flutterwave shutting down their support with Binance during the February time. So if these people are exchanges, like their crypto exchanges, maybe P2P exchanges, and they use the bank's services to transfer money to their clients, then that may be one of the reasons why their accounts are being blocked. But then we do not just have only this. We have a lot more. Okay, look at this one too, where somebody has posted that he observed that they was sent by maybe their bank. I don't know that bank, I know it. So that he has received over 50 transactions within the last 2 days. So a source of funds and purpose of this inflows needs to be explained. Well, I can't tell if this is a private account, as in a personal account, or it is a company account. But 50 transactions in a private account, I don't know. People do use their private personal accounts for business purposes, especially those petty businesses. Somebody can be sending recharge cards, can be sending some little provisions. People can walk into their shops and offer to pay with transfer. I also pay with transfer anytime I'm in Nigeria. I pay with transfer. I don't go about with cash. So I may want to buy, even say if the thing is as little as 1,000 naira, you can also offer to pay with transfer. So if we do not know the magnitude of these transactions now, to have amounted to 50 over the course of 2 days. So if they are little transactions, then definitely it can be more than 250 transactions if they are little. But if they are in the millions, big millions, and they are 50, then it can be suspicious. But then that is what the CBN should do. They should find out the suspicious accounts from the legitimate accounts. Then there is even another one. And this one, okay, this one is not even much of a big deal because this person has transacted over 5 million. And the threshold for the anti-money laundering act, I think in Nigeria, is the limit is 5 million. So this person has transacted above 5 million, which may warrant this kind of questioning. So this, I wouldn't see it as anything against crypto, even though it might be, but then the amount is also against the 5 million threshold, which is boldly written in banks and everywhere. So for that to be amount above the 5 million, then I wouldn't see this as anything against the crypto. But then we have even more, and there is even one banger. Okay, this person also posted, my friend wanted to withdraw $30,000 from Forex last week and made the mistake of withdrawing through bank instead of payment agent. Whole thing has been freeze, or the whole thing was frozen. So making $30,000 directly to your bank account is not advisable. Just like I said in the last image, the threshold here is above the 5 million limit, which is the anti-money laundering act for Nigerian banks. Anything above 5 million, they have to report it or freeze your account. So withdrawing 30,000 directly to your account may definitely raise some eyebrow. So, but then I swear, I also think if this person has withdrawn this kind of amount before and now is withdrawing the same amount and then is getting his account frozen, that means they are probably suspecting that he is rather trading cryptocurrencies than forex. But if you look at cryptocurrency trading and forex, it's basically the same thing. People trade these things to make money. It's a means of survival. People can use these things for illegal purposes, yes, but people also use it to make money. If you are afraid that people use cryptocurrencies to finance terrorism, launder money, it is their job to fish out those bad players from the good players. You can't, because people use it for more as money laundering or to finance terrorism, then prevent your citizens from a means of livelihood. And this is even the most crazy one. Where FCMB, I think, sealed its own compliance advisory on cryptocurrency dealings to their staffs. It is very crazy. It is very crazy. And they have their red flags. Some of these red flags means they identify money laundering, definitely. But then there is one that caught my eye, and it is here. And that is the number 9. I don't know if you guys can see boldly now. That is the number 9 here. If you look at this, it's a bulk of a customer's source of wealth is derived from investments in cryptocurrency, and it says escalate to compliance department. It didn't even say like it has here engage customer further, and then inform compliance. So probably after engaging a customer, they can see that, okay, it is legitimate, then they drop it. But here, it says escalate to compliance department. It didn't say engage. So that is like an outright blocking or freezing of that person's account, just because majority of his wealth or all of his wealth is derived from investments in cryptos. And investments in cryptos as either you are staking, farming, or actively trading it, or NFTs. And these are legitimate ways people make money. So if you are trying to block the accounts of people who are graduates, or not even graduates, who are technical people, who cannot get an office job or a government job, but then they have to learn how to trade or invest in cryptocurrencies with the little they have and make good money out of it, then you block their accounts. They have committed no crime. They have done nothing illegal. All they have done is try to survive. And then from surviving, you block their accounts because you think cryptocurrencies is only used for illegal means. If cryptocurrency is only used for illegal means, we have America, they are not blocking it. Even if they say they are banning it, they still allow their citizens to trade it, and it has them. We have a country in South America that is deploying it as a legal tender. If it is only for illicit purposes, they wouldn't do that. They have done their research. So this further shows that the government allegedly doesn't want their citizens to have wealth or to be rich or to have a means of making money. So this is very, very weird, I must say. This is very, very weird. And it is something that doesn't sound good at all. Not everybody will work for the government. Not everybody is a government contractor. Not everybody will work in a law firm. Not everybody will work in an office. Some people, they have little money, put in crypto, invest. You make money, then when you make that money, you cash it out to your fiat currency and you spend the local currency. You are not trying to spend this money. So why are they trying to block the means at which people make money and earn a livelihood? This won't end well, seriously. You can, okay, you have your e-naira, people will use that. Okay, we can even convert a cryptocurrency to e-naira to send payments and things. But then, if you want to block cryptocurrencies totally, then create another means at which people can trade. Forex is one of those ways people can trade, but not everybody are interested in trading forex. There are a lot of things to worry about when trading forex. Economic data, inflation rates, all those blah 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 blah. But cryptocurrencies, you have is the people's will, people's demand. It's highly volatile. The way people make money is the way they can lose money. A lot of people have lost money. Nobody is complaining to the government that they lost money on cryptocurrency and the government should give them their money back. So why is it that when people are making money from cryptocurrency, the government then are trying to block it? And this is happening every time Bitcoin seems to make an all-time high. Bitcoin made an all-time high just recently, and then we have CBN trying to block people's accounts. If you say you are trying to protect your citizenship or your citizenry from trading an highly volatile asset, I think that is the work and the jurisdiction of the Securities and Exchange Commission, not the CBN. If you don't want us to spend cryptocurrencies, then that is the jurisdiction of the CBN, and nobody is trying to spend cryptocurrencies. We only try to earn a livelihood from it. So why block people's accounts for no reason? This won't end well anyways. I don't have any advice for anybody on how to. I can't say you shouldn't trade cryptos if crypto is what gives you a means of livelihood. If crypto is what you understand, then by all means trade it. You are not killing anybody, you are not committing any crime. Would they rather prefer that people stop trading cryptocurrencies and go into criminal acts? Is that what they would prefer? I think these people are not doing enough research to truly understand how to do with this thing. People trade it. Some people use it as money laundering, just like they do to bank transactions and accounts and fiat accounts. Fiat money. How do they identify armed robbers? How do they identify kidnappers? How do they identify money launderers? The same way they can identify that is the same way they should identify people who are money launderers using crypto to disguise. Not everybody they link cryptocurrency is doing something criminal. So they should understand this and just find a better way to resolve this. If you block majority of the citizenry from doing what earns them a livelihood, then what do you expect them to do? Anyway, the CBN is not encouraging in any ways. But then people have to survive. So that is just what I wanted to discuss today. And we have Bitcoin at all-time highs. That's good. I said in my last video on BTC analysis that if we happen to break this supply, this demand will be the next place to come to. We had a quick look into it showing that there was a lot of demand waiting at this point. Then price still got sold off and came into it for a proper retest. And then every other left were filled. And once that was done, what happened? We had a new all-time highs. We are breaking above of this. Now we have this bearish candle in this session, doji, on the daily. It doesn't mean that we are coming down, and that doesn't mean we are gonna be. Just means the big players don't know what to do. They are not, the indecision is worrying them. But however this one closes on the daily, we will see what will happen. But to have a break above of this size, then I'll be expecting anywhere around this region to this region as a form of demand. So we just have to see how it closes. But I think a lot of coins are going from profits to red. I had a trade on CHR. I was in profits of around $5,000, and all of a sudden the profit reduced to like $800. It hasn't reached my take profit. It's just around 2 hours, and I set my take profit for 4 hours. So I think a lot of people are trying to buy the dip on Bitcoin. The coins are selling all those sorts to accumulate, and I think people are watching this area as an OB where people probably wants to get in. I won't like to get in there personally on this particular time frame. But then if we read the structure on this particular 30 minutes, then my first point of interest will be around here on the 30 minutes. From around here to here. That will be my first point of interest. Then I will have here to this point as well. Sorry. So you can just combine the two to make something like this. So let's see if it's the same thing as we have on the 4 hour. Yeah, there it beats below. So that's it, guys, and I hope the CBN knows exactly what they are doing. I hope they know exactly what they are doing. But I also believe if you are not doing anything illegal with cryptocurrencies and your accounts happens to be blocked, you can sue them. They cannot take away your means of livelihood just because it's not a legal tender in the country. You are not trying to spend cryptocurrency in every shop or everywhere. You are just trying to flip it for money making. You are trying to make money with it, flip it for profit. I don't think there is anything illegal in that. They say it's volatile, yes. Then, but that's the responsibility of the SEC, not CBN. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Once again, my name is CryptoCape.